It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Cousins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's Rivers. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting, back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play.
Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a can.
He's got a man complete. Kiss him goodbye. Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, it's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now. Complete. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
First down, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep doing it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Forced out to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This will be taken short.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Taylor going to run the option right. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got?
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Step run 80. Block the team. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Benjamin. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rivers throwing complete to his tight end, Henry.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Rivers on first down. And caught by Henry. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Hey, Rocket.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Badgley's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, dog.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the
the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 3rd and long for Rivers. Dancing to his left. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers here to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor going to run the option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Hey, no, easy. 31's the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Rivers now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rivers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again. Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Watch out. Watch out.
Rivers. They shakes him off. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.